If you want to get in shape, you're going to need to go to the gym. And if you're already in the gym, dude, that's awesome. But you probably don't have the physique of your dreams, right? If we all had the physique of our dreams, we'd probably not be working out unless we just wanted to maintain it, right? So if you want to lower your body fat and gain some muscle mass, this video is going to be perfect for you because you do not want to waste your time in the gym, especially if you're employed, you're not just sitting on millions of dollars. You don't really have time to waste. You don't have that luxury. And this is a thing that I see a lot of people struggle with and have a hard time with. So I want to create a short video to just help you out with that exactly. So without further ado, let's get into it. So what's very common, especially in beginners, is they go in the gym and they just do what I call like what looks good. I've literally talked to guys and I've heard them say this, like, oh, I just walk around and do a little bit of back, some chest, some biceps, or just follow a loose like workout video they saw on an Instagram reel or whatever. And it's like, okay, three big problems with this that I think about immediately. First thing, if you're doing random exercises and you don't understand what those exercises are doing or what they're specifically targeting, you're not making any real progress, right? But say for some reason you do find some workout on social media or you have a buddy that made you like a certain workout. That's cool. But do you have a plan to structure out for yourself so that way every week you know what changes you can expect every month, what kind of systems and what things are going to change to make sure you're progressing and not plateauing in your progress, right? Because otherwise you're literally just wasting energy doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result, which is literally the definition of insanity. Third thing, you might be missing key muscle groups. So many people totally underrate this. Is like, dude, you might be training back once or twice a week. Okay. But are you training your traps? Are you training your rhomboids? Are you training your lats? Are you training your spinal erectors? Like, are you balancing those out? Are you bringing up your weak points? Are you working your quads, your hamstrings, your abductors, your inner abductors, your outer abductors, like your hip flexors? Like, are you working all the parts of your body that you know you need to? More than likely not. But don't just trust me already, dude. We just met, okay? Let me introduce myself and kind of what I've been through. So, whatever point you're at, I've been at the point you're at right now. Like, I understand, I know how it feels, and it's devastating, dude, to be honest. I was what's considered skinny fat, as you can see in these pictures up here, is like, I wasn't quite skinny, but also, like, wasn't morbidly obese. It's that point where, like, I look skinny in a t-shirt, or if I wore a hoodie, like, oversized stuff especially, it looked fine, but then when I wore tighter fitting clothes, or, like, my work uniform, or going to the pool, going to the beach, like, dude, having to take my shirt off was, like, humiliating because I couldn't even focus on having fun in the moment because I was so worried about what other people were thinking about me and my body. And I was confident, but, like, not as confident as I knew that I really could be, and, like, I knew that, like, no one's really looking at my body at the pool or the beach or whatever, but, like, I cared more than anybody else, and that's what mattered the most is it was just awful, and I kept suffering over and over again and being like, "Dude, like, I tried a bunch of at-home workouts, clearly was not working. I started going to the gym. I remember I was like, okay, like literally me and a friend of mine, when we first started going, we were like, okay, let's do every single machine in the gym just to know how everything works. It's a horrible idea. And then from there, it was just kind of like, oh, I'm going to do chest. Or I walked in there like on my own, like, oh, I'm going to do arm day because that's just her. That's what people do. You know what I mean? It's like walking around misguided. And then when 2020 happened, lockdown, lockdown forced me to lock in and do a bunch of research, figure out like what actually works. How can I maximize the efficiency here? Because my mindset was like, if I can make everything 1% better, I'm going to become 30, 40, 100% better every single year, right? I got incredible results, lowered my body fat significantly down to I could be lean enough to see my abs, bicep veins, stuff like that in a matter of like less than 3 months, which is crazy. Put on muscle and continue to do so year after year. And the thing is, like, it started to get such good results that people started coming to me and asking me for help of like, yo, Jake, can you help me make a diet plan? Can you help me make a training plan? It's like, sure. I was sending them out, sending them out. And then after a while, a couple years of doing that, I'm like, dude, like, I might as well just do coaching because that's what I'm doing now. So now that is what I'm able to do full time, and I get clients incredible results. Like this is my guy Rob, dude. Look at that bicep vein. Come on now. This is my client Marco, who is skinny fat. I specifically help skinny fat guys, but if you're overweight too, like I can totally help. This is my physique, but it's more just the method is what I'm trying to show you right now. It's like this method is proven, it works, and let's get into it. All right, so this will just help us map it out a lot easier. So let's say the goal is tone up, lose body fat and build muscle. Right. 4 days that we're going to break down into exists like this. So this first day is going to be what we call a push day. Pull, legs. Fun part about this is we call this the growth day. Growth. So what this means, if you don't already know, something like a push day relies on something like a bench press. So bench press, for example, works your chest, your shoulders, and your triceps all at the same time, working 3 muscle groups in one exercise. So that's going to save us time. All these workouts, it's going to be 30 minutes total. That's the foundation for the push day is the bench press, starting off. For all of these, that's what's called a compound exercise. For all of these, we're going to have 3 compound exercises. So for the pull, we'll start off with a lat pull down. That's the machine where you pull down. Pretty simple. Works your biceps, your lats, and a little bit of your traps. So pretty much your back and your biceps. For legs, for example, we're not going to start with that one, but hack squat. That's like the machine variation of the squat. Works pretty much every single part of your legs, which is awesome. So growth day, what this actually means, this is where it's super dependent on you. Also, I'm going to give you some examples for these, but you're going to be able to select which ones you want specifically to make this more customized to you right here. So the growth day, you're pretty much doing whichever one of these you want to grow the most. So if you want to grow your chest, your triceps more, your shoulders, you want that round shoulders kind of look, we're going to do a growth push day. So just like alternate variation of that. Or if you want bigger biceps and a wider back, we can do a growth pull day. Or if you want bigger legs, growth legs. So you see what I mean? It's like hitting that muscle group 2 times per week. Because what I found is 2 times per week is the most effective way to grow a muscle. 1 time per week, we're still going to get growth, totally. But just prioritizing whatever is most important to you. So let's say, for example, you want to do the push, you want to have a bigger chest, you want to have wider shoulders, a wider look like that. Let me give you examples. So for compound exercises for push, bench press is awesome. For shoulders, overhead press, so just like any kind of machine that just goes up in that movement, is the shoulders, triceps, and a little bit of chest. For the pull, right here, what we're going to do is a T-bar row. What that means, for example, is it's where the barbell's on its side. It's laying down flat. You have the little handles. Put them there. Pull. You're working traps, rhomboids, lats with that. For legs, we're going to start off with leg extension to warm up the quads, work that, and then get into the hack squat. Now for our push day, we're going to need a variation of these kind of things here. So we're going to start with incline dumbbell press. So laying back on an incline, using dumbbells instead of the barbell that we're using here. Over here, what we're going to do is a machine press, decline machine press. So what that means, that's where the seat is really pushed far back and you're pushing down and low, hit the lower chest, right? For the pull, what's another good one? The pullover. We're going to do a cable pullover. So for that one, you have the cable, put it right here, pull back. You can look up any of these exercises. This is not a form video. I'm obviously not in the gym, but the point of this is just to map out entirely for you an entire plan. Dumbbell lunges, going to work your glutes, going to work your hamstrings, going to work your quads, so many different parts of your legs. Now, we need a different variation here than what we did before. So ultimately, what I'm going to do to keep it familiar is a dumbbell seated overhead press. So similar thing, but while we're standing, or we're doing a machine here, I have to clarify, machine overhead press. Now we're doing dumbbell seated. So same thing here, just putting the bench higher up, doing an overhead press to work the shoulders. And then for last one here, it'd be fair to do another machine press, but this time let's just do a regular machine press to work just the middle part of the chest. So these are going to be our compounds that you get to kind of play around and fix to your liking. So you're going to pick 2 of these and then 2 accessories. So let's map out the accessories. What we can do here is a cable fly. What we'll do here is called a pec deck. So that's just the machine version of the fly, pretty much. But the point is, this isolates the chest. These are all working multiple muscle groups. These are more the isolations, just to clarify. And then here we'll do dumbbell lateral raises. So that's when we're just out and up. And over here, guess what? We're gonna do cable lateral raises. For back, for accessories here, this is where we're gonna add in our biceps. So easy bar curl is gonna be great. And then for this one, we're gonna do standing dumbbell curl, which will be awesome. Dumbbell hammer curl, to clarify. Work more of the forearms. And then for legs, what we'll do here is leg curl. And we'll do standing calf raise. So it's not to say this is the definite list if you can only pick from these. You can obviously find other exercises too, but I want to give you a good standard base to know exactly, like, these are all movements that I would recommend, that I would program for my clients, and I want you to have them. So what I want you to do now is pick 2 of these and then the 2 of these as well. So say, for example, you're like, okay, I'm going to do bench press and I'm going to do, well, not even 2 and 2. Let's just say 4 in general. You could pick 4, whichever of these you want. It's literally like a game. Just pick whichever ones you want. This works the chest, this works the shoulders, so you get to kind of pick. The idea with these, though, is it's just going to be 30 minutes because all we're really going to be doing for these, how can I do that? Watch this. Sets of 3, sets of 3, sets of 3. And for here, we're going to do sets of 2. So to make it super basic, there's rep ranges in here, but what we're going to be doing is just sets. Everyone likes to focus on the nuance of like, oh, will I do high reps or low reps? And I used to be really confused when I started. I thought like high reps is what you do to tone and low reps is what you do for strength. Not necessarily true. For a general rule of thumb for everything here, let's keep it anywhere between 8 to 12 reps. So legitimately, you could do bench press 8 to 12 reps, or you could do 3 sets of just 12 reps or 10 reps, or you could do, okay, I'm gonna do 12, I'm gonna do 10, I'm gonna do 8. That's an awesome way. But the simple overhead idea of this concept here is you pick 4 of these exercises, put them together. The growth day can change to any of these. It doesn't have to just be the push, but I'm going to assume you want to do the push. So that's literally the simple layout of this. Now that I've given you that simple rundown, yes, I have an ebook. No, I don't want you to buy it. I'm not here to fucking sell you this thing. Trust me, I think ebooks are stupid and dumb, and they're from 2011. So we're not going to do that. But I do have an ebook, and the idea of this is it's an entire ebook that goes over a simple program structure laid out like this, but just in more detail. And there's literally like a calorie calculator. You put in your age, your height, your weight. It spits out exactly what calories and macros you're going to need. I teach you exactly how to track everything, give you a full training plan, full overview of everything. The idea of me saying I don't want you to buy it is it's free. All you have to do is just go to Instagram, message me the word plan, and I'll send it over to you right away. All yours, completely for free. Hope you found this video useful. I just don't want people to struggle anymore. And honestly, it's starting to piss me off where I see people just like in the gym wasting their time. It's like, dude, get it together. Just watch this video, message me, plan, and I'll send you this completely for free. It's literally that simple. See you in the next one. Peace.